The White House today indicated that it will defy a U.S. Supreme Court order to facilitate the return of a man who was mistakenly deported to another country. In a meeting in the Oval Office, the president of El Salvador said he would not return the Maryland man who was sent to his country.
How can I return him to the United States? Like I smuggle him into the United States? Or what?
Smuggling is the illegal movement of goods. This is not smuggling because it's not illegal. It's in compliance with federal court orders. Then he says he's a terrorist.
How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States?
But there's no evidence to support this accusation. But Marco Rubio claims
he was illegally in the United States and was returned.
Not true. Kilmar Armando Abrego Garcia was legally in the U.S., has been living here for a decade, and has never been charged with a crime. Even the Trump administration admits he was illegally deported because of an administrative error. But even if he were a gang member, there is a legal process for removal. The president can't just declare you an enemy of the state and get rid of you without a hearing to present evidence to a court.
And no court in the United States has a right to conduct the foreign policy of the United States.
Think about what this means. The White House is saying the federal government can pick up the wrong man off the street, send him to another country, and then do nothing to get him back. And even when courts do intercede, the White House secretly flies planes to El Salvador and pretends they didn't get the memo from the judge, or the judge's orders weren't clear, or they weren't written down so they don't count. Oopsie, said the president of El Salvador when this happened just last month. They pulled this stunt with a gay makeup artist and a professional soccer player, and they're trying to do the same thing with college students too. Last week, a unanimous Supreme Court ordered Trump to facilitate Garcia's return. Not only has Trump refused to comply with the court orders, but he claims he has no leverage to influence El Salvador. At the same time, he's sitting with the president of El Salvador in the Oval Office of the White House. You can't tell me the U.S. government has no influence over El Salvador when Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is doing prison porn photo ops in the facility where these people are being held. El Salvador is a poor country, and the U.S. is paying them $20,000 per person to jail each immigrant that Trump sends to them. If Trump wanted to put pressure on them, he could cancel the check, stop sending them migrants, or cancel the White House meeting. Or Trump could have imposed new tariffs on El Salvador, like he did with the tiny black country Lesotho in Africa, or like he did on the evil penguins who inhabit the herd in McDonald Island. Just last week, civil rights attorney Sherilyn Ifill warned that Trump's next move is to remove American citizens to foreign prisons. As Justice Sonia Sotomayor warned, the implication of the government's position is that not only non-citizens, but also United States citizens can be taken off the streets, forced into planes, and confined to foreign prisons with no opportunity for redress. And right on schedule, Trump told El Salvador's president that he needs them to build 5 more prisons for what he calls homegrowns. That is, American citizens. If you've studied Hitler's rise to power and thought it could never happen here, you're wrong. This is what happened in 1930s Germany when Nazis demonized social outcasts and weak people capitulated to the suffering of others. We all know the story. First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. And we know how it ends. Eventually, they will come for you, and there will be no one left to speak. This is not a drill, folks. This is dictatorship.